Okay, this is the federal affidavits of both Amber and her husband, Jamie. Of course, I'm not going to read the criminal codes and the things of that nature, but I am going to go over their confessions and their stories about what happened from these affidavits. You can read along with me, you can screenshot it, what have you, but this is very important, but please keep in mind that the details in this is very graphic. Okay, the first one we're going to go over is Amber's. And as you see, it has the dates marked 10/31/2022 to November the 2nd, 2022. But the charge is kidnapping resulting in death. This document was filed on November the 3rd. However, it wasn't released to the public until a few hours ago, today on November the 4th. Charge between October the 31st, 2022 and November the 2nd, 2022, and these dates are approximate. The defendant, Amber Waterman, did unlawfully and willfully kidnap, abduct, carry away, and hold Ashley for the purpose and benefit of claiming Ashley's child as the defendant's child and willfully transport Ashley Bush from Maysville, Arkansas across the state line to Pineville, Missouri. The actions of the defendant resulting in the death of Amber Waterman, all in violation of Title 18. The range of punishment is a Class A felony with the possibility of life in prison. Okay, this is the affidavit of the FBI and Special Agent Stacey Lee Moore. It talks about her qualifications and that she has set forth the facts necessary to establish probable cause to believe that Amber Waterman had violated the Title 18 United States Code, that is kidnapping resulting in death. The statutory authority explains how going across the state line is making this a federal offense. Probable cause. On October the 31st, 2022, at approximately 6:30 p.m., Ashley Bush was reported as a missing person to the Benton County, Arkansas Sheriff's Office. At the time that Ashley was reported missing, she was approximately 31 weeks pregnant. She was last seen in the passenger seat of an older model tan pickup truck on October the 31st, 2022, at 3:09 p.m. at the intersection of Highway 72 and Highway 43 in Maysville, Arkansas. The driver of the vehicle was described as a white female in her 40s with shoulder-length brown hair. Ashley's fiancé, Joshua Willis, was the witness who observed Ashley as a passenger in the vehicle and reported to the Benton County Sheriff's Office that he recognized the driver of the vehicle as a female he knew as Lucy. Mr. Willis informed the Benton County Sheriff's Office investigators that on Monday, October the 28th, 2022, he and Ashley met Lucy at the Gravette, Arkansas Public Library. At the time of this meeting, Lucy was driving the same pickup truck that he observed Ashley traveling in on October the 31st, 2022. During this meeting, Ashley and Lucy discussed employment opportunities for Ashley at a company called Conduit. Later in the evening, Lucy messaged Ashley and told her that she wanted Ashley to meet her supervisor at Conduit in Bentonville, Arkansas on Monday, October the 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. At approximately 11 p.m. on October the 28th, Lucy again messaged Ashley and informed her that she would meet Ashley at the Handy Stop convenience store located in Maysville, Arkansas on Monday, October the 31st to take Ashley to meet her supervisor at Conduit. On October the 31st, Joshua drove Ashley to the Handy Stop convenience store where Ashley met Lucy. Ashley observed that Lucy was driving the same pickup that he had observed on October the 28th. At approximately 3 p.m., Joshua received a text message from Ashley stating that she was in Gravette, Arkansas, and that she was on her way to the Handy Stop convenience store where she had arranged for Joshua to pick her up. Josh reported to the Benton County Sheriff's Office that while he was waiting for Ashley to arrive, he observed the same vehicle drive past the Handy Stop convenience store and turn on Highway 43 traveling north. Joshua was able to observe that Ashley was the passenger in the vehicle and that Lucy was driving. Joshua attempted to contact Ashley by telephone, but reported that the calls were going to voicemail. On November the 1st, detectives at the Benton County Sheriff's Office met with Joshua in Maysville, Arkansas. During this meeting, Joshua informed the detectives that he had located Ashley's cell phone on the side of Highway 43 in Maysville, Arkansas. Josh rode with the detectives to the location where the phone was discovered. The detectives recovered the phone and used the passcode provided by Josh to gain access to the phone. The phone was later transported to the Benton County, Arkansas Sheriff's Department for further review. While reviewing the phone, detectives were able to locate a Facebook account for Lucy. The account appeared to have been created on October the 25th, 2022, and the profile name was identified as Lucy Barrows. Detectives located a public posting on the account that read, "I have a bunch of baby items. If any moms-to-be need them." When the Sheriff's Office Detective Simpson returned Joshua to the Handy Stop convenience store, he was approached by Rick Barrows. Barrows told Detective Simpson that on October the 31st, he and Sawyer McGee were traveling south on Highway 43 near Maysville, Arkansas. While driving, he and McGee observed a male throw a red and black cellular telephone from the window of a vehicle as the vehicle traveled north on Highway 43. Detective Simpson made contact with McGee, who confirmed the information provided by Barrows and added that the vehicle in question was a blue or light gray Chevrolet pickup. Detective Allison N. with the Benton County Sheriff's Office submitted an emergency request to Facebook, now Meta Platforms Incorporated, to request records associated with the Facebook profile of Lucy Barrows. Facebook provided information to Detective N indicating that the Lucy Barrows profile was created on October the 25th, 2022 at 10:45 p.m. The registration Internet Protocol IP address was identified as redacted. Detective N was able to determine that this IP address was registered to T-Mobile. Detective N requested an emergency disclosure from T-Mobile. The exigent request forms were for phone numbers redacted. Detective Nash requested call detail records with cell sites and time difference of arrival, timing advance for both devices. Detective Nash reviewed the T-Mobile results and manually reviewed Ashley's cell device. Detective Nash observed a timeline of events contained within the victim's Google Maps account. Detective Nash observed that the phone traveled from Gravette to Maysville on October the 31st, 2022 at approximately 11:07 a.m. and leave that area of Maysville at approximately 11:41 a.m. Detective Nash observed the victim's phone showed to return to Maysville, Arkansas at approximately 6:51 p.m. Detective N requested records related to Ashley's Gmail account. Detective Nash reviewed T-Mobile records and Google records and observed that the victim's phone left Maysville, Arkansas and traveled to an area near Pineville, Missouri at 1:09 p.m. Detective Nash observed that from 1:09 p.m. to 1:28 p.m., the victim's phone was in the area of Laughlin Ridge Road in Pineville, Missouri, approximately 0.15 miles from the residence located at redacted. This is the residence of Jamie and Amber Waterman. On November the 1st, after learning of the possible location of interest located at redacted, the Sheriff's Office detectives Simpson and Stewart coordinated with the McDonald County Sheriff's Office to travel to this location. After arriving at the location, Detective Simpson met with Jamie and Amber Waterman. Detective Simpson requested consent to conduct a search of the residence and outbuildings and was granted consent by both the Watermans. Detective Simpson also observed a tan-colored Chevrolet pickup truck matching the description of the vehicle that Joshua reported as being driven by Lucy. Simpson also observed what he believed to be blood stains on the inside of the vehicle, specifically on the center console, steering wheel, and headliner. Simpson conducted an interview of Amber Waterman while at the residence. Amber informed the detective that on October the 31st, she had been at the residence of Redacted all day with her son and her husband's cousin's daughter. Later in the afternoon, Amber went into labor. Amber had the female at the residence contact 911 and then drove to meet an ambulance at a store in McDonald County, Missouri. Amber informed Detective Simpson that she had delivered a stillborn child that evening. Simpson requested access to Amber Waterman's phone, but Amber reported that she had lost it. Simpson then questioned Amber about the tan-colored Chevrolet pickup located at the residence. Amber informed Simpson that she was the only person with access to the vehicle and that she had the only keys to the vehicle. When asked about her knowledge of Ashley, Amber stated that she did not know Ashley. Simpson then asked Amber about Lucy Barrows. Amber informed Simpson that she knew Lucy and that she previously worked with Lucy at Walmart. Amber stated that she and Lucy were not close and that the last time she had seen Lucy was a few weeks before at the store. Detective Simpson spoke with Jamie. Jamie informed Detective Simpson that on October the 31st, he went to work at 6 a.m. and came home for lunch at 12 p.m. When Jamie arrived home for lunch, the tan-colored truck was not at the residence and no one appeared to be at home. Jamie returned to his work in his blue GMC pickup. At approximately 4:30 p.m., Jamie received a call from Amber informing him that she was having a miscarriage. Jamie returned home and drove Amber and the two children to the store and met an ambulance. When asked if Jamie had any knowledge of the missing female, Ashley, Jamie stated that he did not. After interviewing Jamie and Amber and conducting a consent search of the property, Simpson informed Jamie and Amber that the tan-colored Chevrolet pickup was going to be seized due to the possible presence of blood inside the vehicle. The vehicle was transported to the Benton County Sheriff's Office and held as evidence pending the issuance of a search warrant. On November the 3rd, a state search warrant issued in McDonald County, Missouri, was served at the residence located at Redacted. The search was conducted by members of the McDonald County Sheriff's Office, the Benton County Sheriff's Office, and the FBI. The FBI evidence response team members from the Kansas City and the Little Rock divisions participated in the search. While the search was being executed, FBI Special Agent Brennan Despan, FBI Task Force Officer Chris Moffitt, and Benton County Sheriff's Office Detective Patrick Stewart traveled to Jamie Waterman's place of employment and conducted a non-custodial interview of Jamie Waterman. During this interview, Jamie advised that on the evening of October the 31st, he discovered that there was blood inside the tan-colored Chevrolet pickup truck. Jamie assumed that the blood came from his wife, Amber, due to her pregnancy complications. When Jamie questioned Amber about the blood, Amber did not acknowledge the source of the blood. Jamie watched Amber clean the blood from the pickup truck, and thereafter, the rags used to clean the blood were burned in a burn barrel located in front of the residence by Amber. Jamie then collected trash from the residence and burned the trash in the same barrel. Jamie Waterman stated that when Benton County detectives arrived at his residence on November the 2nd, he was aware that Ashley had been reported missing. Jamie learned of this through social media coverage. After the detectives left the residence at approximately 5 a.m. on Wednesday, November the 2nd, Amber Waterman informed Jamie Waterman that she had killed Ashley and then quickly changed her story and said that Lucy had killed Ashley. At approximately 6:30 a.m., Amber led Jamie to Ashley's body. Jamie stated that the body was clothed and was laying face down next to a boat next to the house. The body was covered with a blue tarp. Amber removed a ring from Ashley's finger and rolled the body onto the blue tarp. Jamie dragged the body on the tarp to a fire pit behind the residence of Amber and Jamie's. Amber asked Jamie to get gasoline. Jamie brought a gallon of chainsaw bar chain oil to Amber. Amber proceeded to light the tarp and pour about 1/3 of the oil over the body. Amber then began collecting wood to throw on the fire. Jamie stated that he dragged a small sofa next to the fire and believes that Amber put the sofa into the fire. After the fire burned for about 1 hour, Amber doused the fire with water from a garden hose and Jamie to remove the body from the burn pile. When Jamie attempted to move the body was still very hot. So Jamie went to a shed located on the property and retrieved a new tarp. The tarp was placed next to the body and Jamie rolled the body onto the tarp. After placing the body on the tarp, the body was moved onto the bed of Jamie's blue GMC pickup. Jamie and Amber drove the body to an area within a short distance from their residence. Jamie stated that his blue GMC truck was having transmission problems and could not travel far. After arriving at the spot where the body was to be hidden, Jamie and Amber removed the body from the bed of the truck and placed it on the ground. Amber then removed the tarp. Jamie and Amber drove back to their residence where Amber burned the tarp. Jamie was asked if he could show the interviewers where the body was taken to. Jamie agreed and led agents and detectives to where he and Amber had left the body. Upon the arrival at this location, a charred human body was discovered. During the search of the residence, the FBI evidence response team members discovered a charred human hand and bone fragments located in a burn pile behind the residence. Conclusion. Based on the above facts, there is probable cause in support of a criminal complaint against Amber Waterman, and that is kidnapping resulting in death. Signed by Special Agent Stacy Moore of the FBI. Okay, now this is going into Jamie's affidavit. Anything that is the exact thing that was written in Amber's, I'm not going to be reading, but you can feel free to screenshot if you would like. And Jamie's charge. Jamie Waterman, knowing that an offense against the United States had been committed, kidnapping resulting in death, did receive, relieve, comfort, and assist the offender, Amber Waterman, in order to hinder and prevent the offender's apprehension, trial, and punishment in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 3. The range of punishment, this is a Class C felony, punishable up to 15 years in prison. And again, this is Special Agent FBI Stacy Lee, again her credentials, and it says that she has enough necessary to establish probable cause to believe that Jamie has violated Title 18 United States Code 3, and that is an accessory after the fact to kidnapping resulting in death. And the probable cause, basically, well, it is the exact same as the one above of Amber's. It talks about how Ashley was last seen in Amber's pickup truck and how Ashley met with this Lucy at the library. And during the meeting, they had discussed the employment opportunities. And then on Halloween, Ashley's fiance, Joshua Willis, drove Ashley to the convenience store to meet Lucy. How Joshua was waiting on Ashley to arrive and he seen him go by and then they sped off. And how he found her cell phone on the side of the road. Detectives reviewed the cell phone, was able to locate Lucy Barrows' account. And then the bystander, Rick Burrow, came by and told him that they actually observed Ashley's cell phone being thrown out the window of the pickup truck. It goes on to talk about them requesting the information from T-Mobile that was on the telephone, as well as Facebook, and locating Lucy Barrows' account. Then on November the 1st, they did go to Jamie and Amber's residence, and they did do a consensual search, and it talks about the blood that was found inside the vehicle. It goes on to say that Detective Simpson conducted an interview of Amber while they were at the residence. Amber informed Detective Simpson that on October the 31st, she had been in the residence all day with her son and her husband's cousin's daughter. And later that afternoon, Amber went into labor. The exact same thing that we read above. Goes on to say that she does know Lucy and she worked with Lucy at Walmart. Then it goes into them speaking with Jamie. Number 16 goes to talk about Jamie's work, doing a non-custodial interview with Jamie. Jamie had told them that his wife was pregnant. She had called him. She had went into labor. He had asked her about the blood in the pickup. She wasn't sure why it was there. And she cleaned it with some rags, and then she put the rags in a burn barrel where they burnt them. Number 17 talks about the Benton County detectives going to the residence on November the 2nd. Jamie telling them that Amber had told him that she had killed Ashley. And then she changed her story, saying that Lucy had killed Ashley. Talks about how her body was found next to a boat next to their house, covered in a blue tarp. And then when Jamie tried to move the body, her body was still very hot from being burned, so he had to put her on another tarp. The exact same thing as above in Amber's affidavit. Then it goes to talk about that her body was found where Jamie directed them that it would be. This is a very developing case. It does look like it's going to be an open and shut case due to the fact that they already have the suspects. The suspects have already confessed, but I'm still interested in keeping up with the case, keeping up with the trial, any new documents that's released in this case, as well as cam footages, any of the sort. I will be getting it out here to you. But as of right now, this is what we've got. I'm going to make one more video for sure. There's another lady that said that she was almost a victim herself because she had spoken with Amber as Lucy about getting those free clothes. I'm also going to talk about the red flags that unfortunately and sadly Ashley missed. Thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, this is Unjustified.